Assalamualaikum. I Who Have Never Known Men by Jacqueline Hartman. 39 women and a girl were locked in a cage underground. They had no memory of how they got there. They knew something bad happened, possibly a war. They had fragments of memories about their previous life. The girl, who was the narrator of this story, only knew life in the cage. They knew they had been there a long time because a few women had grown older there. The guards never talked to them. The prisoners were not allowed to touch each other. They followed a strict schedule. Every day the guards gave them food. When light was out, they must sleep, and they must wake up when the light was on. They suspected that they were not following a 24-hour day. Anthea had just graduated from nursing school when the bad thing happened and found herself in the cage. She told the narrator the average heartbeat per minute. The narrator then used that information to determine time. After a while, she was able to figure out how much time had passed. She told Anthea about it, who thought it was a brilliant way to determine how their time was organized. They decided to assume that they were asked to sleep at 11 p.m. From there, the narrator counted the minutes and hours to determine the time of day. After a while, they were able to confirm that their days varied between 18 to 22 hours per day. One day, they heard a very loud siren when the guards were giving them food. The guards were startled and immediately left. In their haste, a guard left the key in the keyhole. The prisoners couldn't believe their luck. They left the cage, ventured out, and found no one else there. They had been imprisoned in a cabin. The guards were gone. They were finally free and safe. They decided to walk and hopefully find a town or a city. Hopefully, someone would be able to help and tell them what had happened and why they were imprisoned. As they walked, they found more cabins similar to theirs. In the cage underground were 40 corpses. Other prisoners were not so lucky. As they encountered more cabins with corpses in the cages underground, they gave up hope of ever finding other survivors. They had been walking a long time and still hadn't arrived at the town or city. Everything around them was unlike the world they remembered. It was very strange. A woman suggested that maybe they were not even on Earth. If you like stories that end neatly with everything explained and all questions answered, you won't like how this book ends. Otherwise, you can get this book using the links in the description. If you like listening to me babbling about books, please subscribe and turn on notification. Thank you.